Today, we're going to unlock the blueprints to a real winner's mindset. And we're going way beyond just simple motivation. We're diving deep into the core, actionable principles from Eric Thomas, one of the world's most powerful mental coaches, who literally clawed his way from the streets to the world stage.
This one quote, "This is the foundation for everything." It comes from this incredible story where a guru takes a young man out into the water. The kid says he wants to be successful, right? So the guru just shoves his head underwater, and he holds him down. The young man starts to panic. He's struggling, scratching, fighting for every bit of air. His whole body is screaming. And right at that breaking point, the guru yanks him up. He takes this huge, desperate gasp of air, and the guru looks him right in the eye and says, "When you want to succeed as badly as you just wanted to breathe, then you'll be successful." That's the level of desire we're talking about. Primal, desperate.
All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to break down E.T.'s whole philosophy into 4 core pillars. And then we're going to wrap up with a really powerful 7-day challenge that you can start, well, today.
To really understand Eric Thomas, or E.T. as everyone calls him, you got to understand his story. See, his message isn't some theory he read in a book. No way. It's a survival guide he wrote himself, starting from a place most of us can't even begin to imagine.
Just let that sink in for a second. Homeless. At 16, in the middle of a brutal Detroit winter, he was at absolute rock bottom. But the turning point came when a pastor pulled him aside and told him, "You have a gift. You can be a great speaker. I believe in you." And that single spark of belief, it gave him a reason to fight. It gave him a purpose. And that's why his words have so much weight. They were forged in a very real struggle. Okay, so that desire to breathe, that's the foundation. But what do you build on top of it? Well, that brings us to our second pillar, which is, honestly, the most critical piece of the puzzle. When E.T. gets asked about the single most important habit of winners, his answer is always the same: execution. Not waiting to feel motivated, not planning forever, but just doing the work.
And here's how he cuts through all our emotional noise. He has this famous saying, "Feelings are not facts. How you feel, tired, uninspired, having a bad day, is completely, totally irrelevant to what needs to get done."
Think about it. Your feelings are complicated. They're messy. But the facts? The facts are simple. They're binary. Did you go to the gym? Yes or no. Did you make the calls? Yes or no. Winners operate in the world of facts. They hold themselves accountable to the action, not the excuse. And then E.T. throws down this huge challenge. Seriously, think about this. When someone breaks a promise to you, what happens? You get angry, right? You hold them accountable. But when you break a promise to yourself, to wake up early, to finish that project, you just kind of go, "It's okay, I'll do it tomorrow." You have to hold yourself to the same high standard you hold everybody else to. So you're out there executing, but the journey is hard. Of course it is. You're going to face setbacks, failures, and pain. This third pillar is all about what you do with that pain. Instead of letting it crush you, you learn to recycle it into fuel. Now here's the crucial logic. The pain of the effort, of the sacrifice, of failing, it's already there. You're feeling it anyway. So E.T. says the biggest waste of all is to go through all that pain and then quit and get nothing for it. Since you're already paying the price, you might as well push through and get the reward. He uses this great analogy about poker. A bad hand doesn't mean you automatically lose. It's all about how you play the cards you're dealt. Your struggles, your failures, those aren't weaknesses. They're what give your story depth. It's what makes you credible. I mean, nobody connects with the perfect story. They connect with stories of overcoming real adversity. So if you're going to cry, cry while you're still moving forward.
And that leads us to the fourth pillar. And guys, this is a hard truth. To achieve something extraordinary, you need extraordinary focus. And focus isn't just about what you do. It's about what you're willing to stop doing.
This is the question E.T. wants you to ask yourself right now. Because a lot of the time, the very thing you're clinging to the tightest, the thing you say, "Oh, I can't live without that," that's the anchor holding your ship in the harbor.
Your energy is finite. It's not unlimited. Every single bit of energy you give to distractions like these is energy you can't invest in your goal. For a season, you might have to cut them out completely. It's not forever, but it is for now. E.T. tells a story about a 21-year-old he was coaching. He told this young man he had to cut off all his distracting relationships, not because he was being cruel, but because he saw a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity right in front of him. It was his season to go all in, to give 120%, because that window of opportunity wasn't going to stay open forever.
All right, let's turn all this talk into action. ET always ends his sessions with a simple, direct challenge to prove to yourself what you are truly, truly capable of.
So the challenge is super simple. For just 7 days, you live the life of the person you want to become. No sleeping in, no excuses, no distractions. You design your absolute ultimate schedule and you execute it flawlessly. For 1 week, that's it.
And the result is, it's profound. After those 7 days of just peak performance, you'll look back and have this huge moment of clarity. You'll realize that what you thought was your best was really just coasting. You'll discover a whole new level of potential that you never even knew you had.
And so we end right where we began, with a choice. It's not really about what you want. It's about what you're willing to sacrifice. So look at your life, identify that one thing, and ask yourself, is the person I want to become worth more than the comfort this thing provides me today? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and help us build the hype. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.